You start as the guy who just walks in. That's how it always begins. Simple, almost harmless. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you're stressed. Maybe life just isn't hitting the way it should. Someone hands you a free personality test. It looks official enough. You sit down, fill in the bubbles, and within minutes they've got you figured out. Your weaknesses, your anxieties, your potential. It feels a little too accurate. That's the hook. You're told nothing is wrong with you exactly, but you could be so much better, sharper, clearer, more in control. And there's a system, exact, scientific, proven, that can take you there. You're not joining anything yet. You're just trying something. Then you take your first course. It's cheap compared to what comes later, almost intentionally so. You read, you listen, you learn the language. Words start to shift meaning. Ethics doesn't mean morality anymore. It means compliance. Technology doesn't mean machines. It means doctrine. Suppressive person becomes a label for anyone who criticizes a system. You don't notice it happening, but your thinking is slowly being reframed. Problems aren't external anymore. If something feels off, it's you. You're out ethics. You're misunderstanding. You need more training, more auditing, more time inside. Then you become a public Scientologist, climbing what they call the bridge. Every step is presented as a breakthrough, and every breakthrough reveals another step above it. You start auditing sessions, holding the cans, the e-meter, answering questions, digging through memories, confessing things you didn't even think mattered. You're told this is removing your reactive mind. You're becoming more you, but it never quite finishes. There's always another layer, another hidden block, another level, and each level costs more. Hundreds turn into thousands, thousands into tens of thousands. You justify it because you're already in, because it has to be worth it, because if it's not, then what have you been doing? Eventually, you hit clear. This is supposed to be the moment, the transformation. You've done it. You've removed the reactive mind. But the feeling isn't what was promised. There's no dramatic shift, no undeniable change. Just you, maybe a little more convinced, maybe a little more invested. And then they tell you the truth. Clear isn't the end. It's the beginning of the real journey. The OT levels, higher knowledge, deeper secrets. You've climbed a mountain only to find a much bigger one behind it. At some point, you stop being just a participant and become staff. Now Scientology isn't something you attend. It's something you serve. Your time isn't yours anymore. Your schedule is dictated. Your performance is measured constantly through stats. Everything becomes numbers. If your stats go up, you're praised. If they go down, you're interrogated. There is no neutral. You're either expanding Scientology or you're failing it. And if you're failing it, it's because of something wrong inside you. Then comes a decision that changes everything. You join the Sea Org. This is where the casual involvement ends and total commitment begins. You sign a billion-year contract. Literally. It sounds symbolic at first, almost theatrical, but the expectation behind it is real. You are no longer living a normal life. You are dedicating all your lifetimes to this mission. From this point forward, Scientology is not part of your life. It is your life. Your pay drops to almost nothing, around $47 to $50 a week, according to countless former members. But even that isn't guaranteed. If the organization isn't hitting financial targets, you might get less. Sometimes nothing. But you're told money doesn't matter. You're saving the planet. You're part of an elite force. You're doing something bigger than yourself. Your days become long. Not long in the normal sense. Long in a way that blurs time. Early mornings, late nights, constant work. You might be doing admin tasks, recruitment, filing, maintenance, construction, or security. You might be standing outside for hours in the heat or cold, watching buildings, directing people, doing physical labor that never seems to end. There are no real days off. Sleep becomes inconsistent. Food is basic. Privacy disappears. You live communally. You're always surrounded, always observed, always accountable. And then your world starts shrinking. Not physically. You're still in the same place. But socially, mentally, emotionally, your connections to the outside world weaken. Family members who question Scientology become threats. If they push too hard, they can be labeled suppressive persons. And if that happens, you're expected to disconnect, not argue, not debate. Cut them off completely. Call stop, visit stop. They become ghosts in your life. Even if they're still alive, you tell yourself it's necessary, that they chose this by opposing the truth. Inside, the pressure never stops. Every thought is monitored, not by machines, but by expectation. Doubt is dangerous. Doubt means you're out ethics. Doubt means you need correction. You start policing your own mind. You learn how to reinterpret discomfort as personal failure. If you're tired, it's because you're not committed enough. If you're unhappy, it's because you're holding on to something. The system becomes self-protecting because any criticism loops back to you. If your performance drops or you question something openly, you don't just get a warning, you get sent to be fixed. This is where punishment structures come in, like the Rehabilitation Project Force, described by many former members as a place of intense labor, isolation, and reconditioning. You're separated from normal crew. You wear different clothing. You run everywhere instead of walking. You do manual labor for hours, cleaning, scrubbing, hauling. You study doctrine repeatedly. You write confessions. You're broken down and rebuilt, the goal being total compliance. At this point, your rank isn't about authority anymore. It's about survival inside the system. You're either aligned or you're being corrected. There's no middle ground. Eventually, something cracks. Maybe it's exhaustion. Maybe it's seeing someone else punished unfairly. Maybe it's realizing the promises never materialize. You start thinking about leaving. But leaving isn't just walking out the door. It means losing everything you build inside. Your friends are there. Your identity is there. Your purpose is there. And if you leave, you risk being labeled suppressive yourself. That means others, people you care about, will disconnect from you the same way you disconnected from others. There's also the pressure of freeloader debt, something many former Sea Org members say they were presented with a bill for all the training and auditing they received while serving. Whether in force or not, it adds another layer of fear, another reason to stay. But if you do leave, if you actually make it out, you don't land on your feet. You land confused, disoriented. You have to relearn normal life from scratch. Normal work, normal pay, normal relationships. You have to figure out how to think without filtering everything through doctrine. You start reconnecting with people you cut off. If they're still willing to talk to you, some are, some aren't. And that's when it hits you fully. The ranks you climbed weren't steps toward freedom. They were layers of control. Each level didn't unlock your mind. It tightened the system around you. The low pay, the endless labor, the isolation, the pressure, the rewriting of your own thoughts. It all worked together to keep you inside while making you believe you were moving upward. From the outside, it looked like a path. From the inside, it was a loop